Hey everybody, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time you're viewing this, guys. I'm your host, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, coming to you with just an opinion video of why I think that sports ratings are down drastically and why daily fantasy sports is down drastically. And when I say daily fantasy sports, I mean basically YouTube. If you notice, like the YouTube providers that used to do DFS, some of them are now doing like opening Pokemon cards and stuff instead. Um, we're just going to get into that, guys, because I think it needs to be said and needs to be addressed. This isn't a political video. This isn't a left or right video. This is just why woke sports is why people are tuning it off, why people don't want to see it on the field, in the cage, what have you, whatever your sport is. So thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Before we get into it, guys, if you want to join the DFS Club, which is my home, let me bring it up here, guys. We got the Discord. DFS is going strong at the DFS Club, guys. We haven't suffered because I've been pushing out the content, guys, and we've been doing great. YouTube videos, on the other hand, that's a different story. But as far as the DFS Club, man, you guys are the real ones. Shout out to you guys. If you want to join the club, guys, you got DFS Space. You got myself, Skywalker DFS. You get every single sport known to mankind, guys. Every single sport. Don't give up on DFS, guys. Click join now. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS. And then you can just choose your plans. We're the cheapest in the industry and the best in the industry because nobody offers these prices, guys. We got 3-day passes, you name it. Come join us. The members only podcast 1 hour before lock, dfsclub.com. All right, guys. So that little introduction out of the way, let me bring up a article courtesy of Clay Travis from Outkick the Coverage. And here it says, nearly half of Americans have changed sports viewing habits because of woke social justice. So it's not just the ratings. Everybody knows that the ratings are down for every sport, right? MLB makes a bonehead moves the All-Star game from a predominantly African-American city to Denver, which is a predominantly white city, in the name of social justice. Does that make sense to anybody? It's stupid moves like this are the reason why. Listen to me, DFS providers. All you other DFS providers that either gave up because your views, I'll put it to you this way. Each and every video I used to get about 13 to 14 views a day. That was before COVID. That was before social justice crap all over sports, right? Now I'm lucky if I get 300 views. So it's very discouraging. It's very disheartening, but I will never give up. But a lot of other people have. Like I said, there's others that have been doing this for years, are now opening up Pokemon cards and freaking baseball cards that we used to do when we were 12. They're making videos about that. Others are making videos about their personal life. What's up with me and my girlfriend today? It's just like, maybe you should give up, right? If you're doing videos like that, you got to stay the course, man, and fight for our sports because we love our sports and we don't want to see them get ruined any further, guys. As it says here in the article, is this say you need a break from politics, turn off sports. That was the go-to, right? Our getaway to get away from stupid politics was to put on a game, right? Excuse me. The social justice warriors in sports media, ESPN, may claim that fans haven't minded the far left takeover in sports in recent years. Now, far left, let me iterate. Let me get a drink here. My voice, guys. Sorry, I just woke up. Cheers. So their definition of far left, I believe, is, which I don't think is true. I don't think all left people believe in wokeness and all that, but a majority of them do, right? They think it's cool to do this stuff, and I don't know how they don't see it, that they're losing millions and millions of dollars every year, right? With ad revenue, with views on TV. Ratings are freaking abysmal. The NBA Finals used to get 20 to 30 million views a night. Now they're lucky if they get 3 million, right? And it is no, how shall I say this nicely? It's no surprise. Actually, it is a surprise to some people because some people still haven't figured it out. I've heard excuses like, oh, the market's going more towards sports wagering. I still don't think that's the case, guys. I don't think that's the case. I think the average viewer has turned it off. That includes DFS, Daily Fantasy Sports, DraftKings, FanDuel. When they turn it off, they're not going to play that either, guys. So it's affected our industry as it has affected the sports industry. And they continue to go woke and they continue to go broke. They cancel culture, all this stuff. They've indoctrinated it into all of our sports, guys. And this is not a good thing, man. We need to speak out as fans, just casual fans. You guys need to speak out. I mean, we've pretty much already sent the message by turning it off. I don't turn it off. I still watch all the sports, but I'm just finding myself sitting there watching the All-Star game. The whole time, as entertaining as the Home Run Derby was, the whole time I'm sitting there thinking, God, this is a damn shame. This should have been in Atlanta. This whole All-Star weekend should have been in Atlanta where Hank Aaron was supposed to be honored. But no, out of wokeness, they moved it to Denver, which made 0 sense to me. 0 sense to me. In the name of social justice. When you take it from a predominantly black city to a predominantly white city. MLB. Stupid. NBA started it. MLB, even NHL, guys. NHL got on the path of wokeness. NFL is going to continue. I saw earlier that NFL is going to continue the wokeness theme this season. I just want to beat my head up against the wall and just saying, guys, you don't care that you're losing millions of dollars? And the end of the day, these are businesses, right? MLB, NBA, NHL, NFL, WNBA, there's no hope for that. No one watched that to begin with. And then since they went woke, nobody even plays that on DFS anymore. At the end of the day, it's a business. When you take a political stand, when you indoctrinate politics into your sport, 50% of your revenue is gone. 50% of your fans are gone. Why in God's name would you do that? Back in the 90s, in the 80s, before all this stuff, guys, like Michael Jordan's and all them, y'all know how I feel about LeBron James. I'm not a fan. And I think he's a hell of a good basketball player. Absolutely. He's great. He's not the GOAT, but great basketball player. Off the court and the stuff he does on the court, not related to basketball, I cannot stand it. I think it's bad for the industry. It's bad for the sport. And the numbers don't lie. The numbers do not lie. So bottom line is, it's a business. Why would you cut off 50% of your business? Just to make a political stand, guys. And we don't want political anything in our sports. We don't want it. We want to go to the games. We want to watch the games. We want to see, like we've seen for the last 100 years, we want to see the anthem. We want to see people standing for the anthem. And if you want to protest, do it outside of the field. Do you want to really make a difference in your communities? Go out to your communities. Don't go live in the hills in the hills with all these rich white people. Go to your communities. Help out in that way. Make an impact on social justice that way. That way I'll support you 100%. But taking it on the field, 50% of I'd say more than 50%, I'm being generous, are going to just turn off. They're not going to go to games anymore. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. Just when, I think it's great to see fans, though. It is great to see fans. That made everything on TV, especially like baseball. It was great to see fans in the NBA playoffs. It just makes the sport better. The only sport that has not suffered, the only sport that did not go woke was the UFC. And look what the UFC is doing right now. UFC is thriving. The UFC, I can't say didn't shut down because they did. They had to, right? It takes time. But Dana White lets his athletes say and do whatever the hell they want, right? And I believe since this is martial arts and you have self-discipline and you have fans out there, A couple of said BLM, whatever. That's fine. Do it on your social media, whatever. But God dang it, guys. This is the reason why the DFS industry right now, and why especially YouTubers are suffering. Woke freaking athletes, guys. It's not, I keep hearing it. It's not, everybody's doing sports wagering now. No, that's not. People love playing fantasy sports. They love it. I mean, it all started with fantasy football, right? We all started doing fantasy football leagues, and that was so much fun. And then DraftKings came along and FanDuel, and we're like, oh my God, we can do this and compete and win bigger prizes. This is amazing. And it's been so much fun throughout the years. And I'd love to see it come back. And I'm sure you guys would too. Your casual fan, your social justice warrior, the people with the blue, purple hair out there screaming, how can I be a victim today? They don't watch sports. They do not watch sports. So why are you catering to them? Can someone please answer that for me? Why are you catering to these people? They don't even watch your product. They don't. They couldn't tell you LeBron James from Charles Barkley, right? Shohei Ohtani right now. What a great story for Major League Baseball. What a great story, man. You got the next Babe Ruth, the guy's pitching and hitting, in case you haven't heard, which I don't think he's getting enough. People aren't talking about this enough, but it's great for the sport. Things like that we should be focusing on. But this is America. You do have your First Amendment right to say and do whatever you want, and I will always support that. But at the end of the day, it's a business. If it's going to affect your business, you probably shouldn't do it. You guys know me. I have players that I don't like, particularly either they talk out of both sides of their mouth, or social justice, right? I don't like it. I don't like it in my sports. If there are a million channels, if you don't know any channels where you want to go watch these politics, leave it in the comments below. I will give you a million channels you can go watch your politics, guys. But I've been called a racist. I've been called everything because I don't like a particular player. And I'm Native American, guys. Look at me, 44 years old, no gray hair. I cannot grow facial hair. I cannot grow body hair. And somehow I'm a white supremacist because I don't like this player or I don't like that player. You have Olympic athletes on the podium who I think are just butthurt because they came in third, or trying to get attention, trying to get endorsements, because these companies, these big corporations that these social justice warriors are supposed to be against, they're pandering to them to get, sponsors and ad revenue. She turns her back to the national anthem because she came in third, because she's a sore loser. And then come to find out a year earlier or something like that, she's holding up the American flag, smiling, all proud of her country. So it's all fake. It's all baloney. I can't believe I just said the word baloney. But yeah, guys, to continue on, sorry, that was my little ramble. A Yahoo News poll, nearly half of Americans changed its sports viewing habits once political and social messaging spread across the leagues. Because of aggressive woke messaging, 3 times as many Americans watch sports less often than those who watch more than 34.5% to 11%. That is incredible. 56.3% said they would watched about the same amount, 56%. Though not quite 50-50, the number of those who have changed habits was undoubtedly represented in total viewership declines. Ratings across all major sports, all of them, guys, except for the UFC. I can't say, UFC is through the roof right now. We're down in 2020. They're up a little bit in 2021, but that's comparing it to 2020. Give me a break. That's kind of a cop-out. The NBA, the most political among them. I don't know if the NBA is the most political. I would say it's a tie between the NBA and the NFL. That's my opinion. Lost over half its audience in the NBA Finals, the finals that featured its top individual draw, LeBron James for the Lakers. And you guys see what's happening with Space Jam 2 right now, guys. For one, the movie's terrible. I saw it. It was absolutely terrible. I'm a fan of the original because I'm a Michael Jordan fan. But it was an abomination. You know what? It was like being in a house on fire while being doused in freaking oil. It was terrible. And And a lot of people won't see it just because of LeBron James, right? He couldn't help himself. You know, he's just, I can make like 100 videos of these guys. But the main thing is, this is the reason why daily fantasy sports, which no one's speaking up for DFS. People are just talking about regular sports and whatever. But the DFS industry is in deep trouble, guys. But I ain't going away. I ain't going to stop. I am never going to stop. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about wokeness and our sports and how it's affecting our DFS, guys, our daily fantasy sports. Because, again, you're seeing all these DFS YouTubers just go away. They've given up, and I can't blame them, right? It's very disheartening to see you lose. I'm sure they lost thousands of views on their videos, right? So their ad revenue, all that stuff went way down. And yeah, it's terrible. As much as I talk smack about some of them, which they deserve because they were giving out horrible advice, you know, to watch them sink to a low where they're, like I said, they're doing how is today going with my girlfriend and opening Pokemon and baseball cards. It's sad. It's a sad day for DFS and the industry, guys. So let me know what y'all think. Again, my name's Gabriel Skywalker. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. DFS After Dark, man, I got to get more. I'm going to get more freaking guests. Hopefully that don't cop out on me. It's kind of hard, though, because it is at midnight on the West Coast. Some people just can't take it. And these are young people. What the hell, guys? Come on now. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Gabriel Skywalker. Join the DFS Club, the cheapest in the industry, and we ain't going nowhere. And in the DFS Club, you're allowed to say whatever the hell you want. All right? So my name's Gabriel Skywalker. In case you forgot, hit that subscribe button, guys. Let me know what y'all think. I'll see you guys tonight. Take care.